Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An Rh negative mother carrying an Rh positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every Rh negative pregnancy.
Hello and welcome to the Outside View brought to you by Women's Quick Zone and presented by BSV, Puma Food and Wellness, MRI Hospitals and NPL Sports Foundation. So match number 25, the rain gods had their say, but finally we're going to get to see a 43 overs per side. The news from the middle is that Australia have won the toss and they've elected to field first. It's Captain McLannan's birthday today as well, and she would want to get another win in her account and then end the proceedings on a positive note for Australia in the league stage. Joining me to in the pre-show of this match is Shathira. So hello Shathira. This is going to be a big game for Bangladesh, a historic moment for the team. They're going to play Australia in the 50 over format for the first time, and that should be a big moment for them. You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, that should be a very big moment for Bangladesh cricket because this is the first time they're playing against Australia in 50 over match. And I was very scared like when I saw it's raining there, and I thought, oh, this might be like the match will not happen. Then maybe we had to wait another 1 year or 2 year to play with Australia. So to play with the biggest team and the top favorite team in this World Cup, it must be Australia, and it's a big thing for Bangladesh cricket. And I'm sure the Bangladeshi team have done their homework already, though they didn't have any experience in the ground to play with them, but they have done a very good homework with about them. Though they're in the top position and Bangladesh is not in a very good position in the point table, but the girls have the courage to fight with the team.
Definitely. And after a while that we're going to get to see a match which wouldn't make a lot of difference in the points table out there because Australia are already they've qualified. Bangladesh, mathematically, they would have a chance, but all they would want is give a good fight as they have been giving in all their matches. But now that they are batting first, Bangladesh, we know that probably in this tournament, the bowlers have done a very good job. Batters have performed in patches, but today against a bowling unit like that of Australia, probably they wouldn't want to continue the defensive style of play that they have played so far and just go there and express themselves freely, Shatira.
It will be difficult for Bangladeshi batters to face Australian bowlers, especially when they have like the wicket was covered from last 18 hours. After that, it was raining and the weather was not very good, so the wicket will definitely go for the bowlers first few overs, especially for the pacers. But Bangladeshi batters knows how to handle the fast bowling in this wicket, but it will be definitely very difficult. So I think they will stay in the wicket, and their planning should be to stay in the wicket. How many overs they can stay, first few overs they have to stay and they have to be set first. After that they have to go for runs. So from the first over, if they will set in the mind like they are going to hit from the first to last over, it will be very difficult because last match they didn't do really very well. So it was in their back of the mind like they have to play according to their plan, especially in batting. So when they got batting in this wicket, especially after raining and wicket was covered, so they need to settle down first. After that they need to think about big hits or runs.
Definitely. So here are the plans that the Bangladesh batters need to follow according to Shatira. Meanwhile, let's just have a look at the playing 11 to see what combination are we going to see when Australia and Bangladesh face each other today for the first time in the 50 over format. Bangladesh are unchanged from their last game, whereas Australia had to make a forced change there because Ellis Perry is obviously dealing with a back spasm. No, she's not there a part of this game, and Darcy Brown has instead made it to the team this time around. So this is what is the playing 11 for today's game looks like. But we're talking about Bangladesh and the moment they are going to cherish today, facing a big team like Australia for the first time in this format. Julia has also joined us for this conversation. And coming to you, Julia, if I have to talk from the Australian point of view, how would an Australian setup approach a game towards a team like Bangladesh? They know that they're not going to take this lightly, but what could be the approach, because it's a historic moment in women's cricket today?
Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty excited to be able to play against a team like Bangladesh. They love playing new countries. It's exciting that the game's evolving around the world, and we're getting new teams coming into this, into the World Cups, and obviously it's going to increase in numbers in the next few years. So again, that continues to be exciting for everyone. But yeah, they're generally just going to make sure that they play their best that they can. They've got plenty of things that they can still work on, bowling attacks, make sure they're fine-tuned and to continue on with what the way that they're going at the moment. Obviously, Darcy Brown coming in just gives her another opportunity to keep her on track while maintaining her.
Yes, definitely. But if you're talking about the Bangladesh batting unit, you just told Shatira that what should be their plans, how should they approach this important game against Australia. So we can't just not talk about Farjana Haq. The team gave a tough fight against West Indies, and Farjana Haq is now just 5 runs away from scoring 1,000 runs in the format. So this is a big moment for a batter from Bangladesh, because considering the amount of ODI games they play.
Yeah, obviously, Farjana is a kind of batter. I was watching one interview of her, and she was talking about her favorite shot, and she told it's her defense. She liked the defense more because she doesn't want to give her wicket to the bowler. So most of the time, she wants to stay in the wicket, and whenever she's a very cool and calm cricketer in the wicket, and she wants to stay more time in the wicket, and slowly she can make run, and after that, once she said, she can cover it very quickly. So she have all the capability, that's why she is the best batter in the team. So she was doing very well in first few matches. She did 2 half centuries, and I was talking with her one day after the 72 runs, and I told her, you have to do century. Half century is not your best, so you have to give your best, and I know she can do it. So definitely I will pray for 1 century from her, and it will be an history, definitely, because a century in the World Cup is not a matter of joke. So from for any Bangladeshi cricketer, it will be a great thing. I don't know who is going to do it, but I want at least 1 century from any Bangladeshi cricketer in this World Cup, especially. So we got first win in this World Cup. If we'll get first 100 as well, so this World Cup is going to be a very memorable World Cup for Bangladeshi cricketers.
And of course, the side is unchanged from the last game. Did you expected any change, or you were okay with the 11 that played against West Indies?
No, I thought Shamima Sultana should get in the team because she did well.
Yeah.
So she gives a very quick start in the power play. Especially Shamima can do it. But if you see the other cricketers, other openers, Murshida and Shamin, yeah, Murshida played only 2 matches. First match she couldn't do well. Second match she did, yeah. 20 plus run. Sharmin also doing well. She's doing very well. But if you talk about Shamima, she can hit from the first ball. She can utilize the power play. So if you're playing in this area, you have to stay in the wicket as well. You have to use the power play as well. So Shamima is the player who can use the power play and who can do some quick runs for the team. So I thought if she could include in the team, so it could be better for Bangladesh team, and especially it is 43 over match. So
Yeah.
we saw her when they were playing with New Zealand, and it was 27 over match, and Shamima started very well. So I was
Hmm.
thinking if it is a 43 overs match, Shamima should include in the team.
Definitely, that could have been one inclusion according to Shatira. But if we have to talk that we are talking about right now, that a big moment for both the teams facing each other. But Nigar Sultana's captaincy comes in here, wherein amongst a lot of captains like Jahanara Alam has been a captain there, and we have Salma Khatun also, who has also been there in that role there. So amongst a lot of leaders in the team, Nigar Sultana is a young captain, and if I have to ask you about the way she has carried the team so far, because everybody have adored the way Bangladesh have shown their character on the field throughout the tournament.
Throughout the tournament, she did very well, definitely. But I'll say about the last game. So in last game, she should use Salma and Romana more 2 to 4 overs. So Salma did very well. She did very good bowling in last match, but she did only 8 overs. Even Romana did very well, but she also did only 8 overs. So therefore, 4 overs was left in last match. I think in last match she should use that two bowlers more, and without that part everything was okay for her. She was doing very good and she was excellent in the ground, excellent leader, and everywhere, like everyone likes her. And if you remember when we were talking before the World Cup about the teams and about the captain, who will be the best captain, and in my eyes Nigar Sultana is the best captain in my eyes actually. But if it is not now, but in future, definitely everyone will agree with me, she is going to be the best captain in the world.
Of course. So that's that was all about the Bangladesh setup that we're going to see today. But coming to Australia also, we've seen that Australia have made a lot of changes to their team combinations, Shatira, in this tournament. Their bench strength is so strong. Unfortunately, Elise Perry is struggling with a back spasm there, and she is not playing this game. Probably they want her fit for the important games that are in store, the semi-finals, and if they reach the final as well. So we have Darcy Brown coming in today, but the bowling unit of Australia. How do you think the Bangladesh batters are going to face it? Because we know that it's one of the best that we have currently, and Australia are in a very good form with the six wins in a row. And how do you?
Yes, definitely. They have very good bowling attack. They have three medium pacer. They are bowling regularly, and they have one left arm spinner, one off break bowler, and one leg spinner. So they have all the combination in their hands. So it's a very good bowling attack, and everyone was doing very well. That's why no one, even though with South Africa did 272, but they did very well in batting as well. But South Africa was in very good shape, but they couldn't do so many runs. And every team, if you ask about the other teams, Australia's bowling lineup was great. Batting, bowling, fielding, everything was great. So they have all the combination. So if you need space bowler, they have enough pace bowler in the team. If you need left arm, they have left arm. If you need off spinner, they have off spinner. If you need leg spinner, they have leg spinner. So you cannot tell like they don't doesn't have this thing. So everyone they have in the team.
Definitely, a pretty much balanced side is what we see of Australia as of for now. But if I have to ask you about the predictions, the players are already out for the anthems there. So if I have to ask you about the predictions, Shatira, who do you think is going to create problems for the Bangladesh batters? If you have to pick one bowler from the Australian setup, I know there are a lot, but if you could pinpoint, you think that it's going to be tough for the Bangladesh.
That is going to be tough, definitely. I think all the pace bowlers is going to be very difficult for Bangladeshi batters, especially in this wicket. Three of them are playing in the 11, and they are going to be very difficult bowling attack for Bangladesh.
Definitely. So before we get the Bangladesh batting prediction from Shatira, let's just quickly have a look at the points table as well. We know that Australia comfortably placed top there with 6 wins from 6 matches. South Africa, of course, from yesterday's game that was called off, they have 9 points to their account now, and they have also qualified. It's now a good race between West Indies, England, India as well. India needs to win that game against South Africa. West Indies wouldn't be hoping that happens, and England, of course, need to win the next game, and they have it against Bangladesh as well. So that's going to be an interesting context. Though this game doesn't make a lot of difference to the points table there, but it's going to be an interesting thing to watch out how Bangladesh is yet again going to punch above their weights as they have been doing so in this tournament so far. So for Bangladesh, Shatira, who do you think is going to be the star with the bat for the team today?
Um, I think Bangladesh will do. My prediction is Bangladesh will do 150 plus definitely, because it will be very difficult to face Australian bowlers. And for me, I hope Farjana will play very well today. Again, I hope something better from her, though she is in a good shape. And I want Nigar Sultana to do one half century at least today, because she was very close one match. She did 46 and missed her half century. So it's very important to her to get in the run.
Definitely. So that those were the predictions that we've got. We, of course, due to technical issues, couldn't get Julia back in the show, but we'll of course have her in the mid and post show as well. So this is going to be a historic moment. The players are already taking the field, and we won't want to miss any action there. So let's just tune in there. So until then, you stay tuned to Women's Cricket Zone for all the updates on women's cricket.